Hi guys, so it's 1st October 2019. It's a Monday. Beautiful morning it was. I woke up to rainfall. Amen. We thank God for that. So it's about 1 p.m. And I've just come from a conversation with my financial advisor. So I have this person or associate who has been advising me on avenues for investment, where I can put my money, what to move, what to place where. So today we were talking about my retirement fund and therefore plan. So what happened when I moved employers in 2016, I happened to take out a section of my retirement benefits and retained only a section. Then I had something that the money needed to go into some investments. So I left some money in there, which is a requirement by law. So today we met and we're just talking about what avenues there are in terms of where to place, who to place it with. And we've settled on a partner who I will not mention, but yeah. So I just wanted to mention some of the things that I've learned from my conversation with my advisor. That when you are doing long-term investments, retirement being one of them, things you need to consider include the stability of the company you're investing with. So if it's how long has it been here, what kind of profits are they declaring or losses, what has been their profile in terms of declaring profits or losses over the years, how is their corporate image, who are their investors, like where is their money, where are the reserves sitting, are they sitting locally, are they sitting internationally, is it both, is it a family property, which therefore then affects decision making in terms of like some investments that have a high percentage of ownership within families can be affected by abrupt decision making. So you have to consider all those things. Is the company publicly listed? That's a good thing if it is. The other thing that you need to consider when investing long term is do people know about your investments? People that you care about or people that care about you. So if you're married, is your spouse aware of it? If you have children, are they listed as beneficiaries? Do you have maybe a confidant in form of a sister or a brother that you can put in there as your beneficiary, if maybe in case you're not there, so that they are allocated that money, because then you can only access retirement at the age of 60. So if you're not there, say you pass on, who does this money go to? Yeah. So those are the two things I thought I would mention to you guys. And okay, yeah. So the other thing is investments can be long term, medium term, or short term. So retirement is a form of long term investment. Oh yeah, and the other thing is that you can, even if you have a lump sum investment in your retirement plan, you still have an option of putting in little amounts, every so often, be it monthly, quarterly, even through M-Pesa, imagine. So that's a good thing. So if you have a small business, if you're not in employment, you're in self-employment, so you have small monies coming in, you can, every so often put in some money to your investment, fund. So you can do long-term investments, which includes retirement. You can do medium-term. So medium-term investment is where you don't need the money immediately, but then you might need the money in say 10-15 years. So that includes education plans for your children. And again, there are factors to consider when placing an investment plan for your children's education. Stability of that company, will are you investing in what do they call it, like is the return given, like is it, I look for I missed the word, but yeah, there are plans that you're assured of the return of what at least you will get in terms of sum assured, and then there are plans that you the return depends on how the fund performs. So you have to consider all those factors. And then short-term investments is you put money away, but you might need it almost immediately. So you can put little money somewhere that you need, and whenever you need it, you can access it. So that includes you need trust, so you can put in money, and then it stays, it gains, some return on it, 2 months, 3 months, and then you can get it back. Yeah, so I hope that helps.